Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus gaming series, Nexus Division matchup of the Boogans Forever versus ProBUs. On the left-hand side, we have Boogans Forever. We have got Tom on the Blaze, Camp on the Sylvanas, Thunder on the Anduin, Non-Champion on the Tracer, and Sao on the Joanna. Over on the right-hand side, we got ProBUs. We've got Muffin on the Lunara, 8-Bit on the Varian, Quark on the Dahaka, John Banyan on the Zagara, and Irby on the Rhaegar.
5, 4,
out here, Boogan.
3, 2, 1.
Baja God mode? Yes, all of you will feel better. Hey, Rommel, what's up, bud? How's your day going? All right, we move into mid lane. We check out our level 1s, and we see what our first engagement looks like. Dahaka with enhanced agility. You know, I tried to do this past week in my Storm League matchup with some friends, and I just had a bad time as Dahaka. I did not get the wave clear that I was really hoping to get. Like, I was getting okay wave clear, but they kept rotating a Malthael into me, which was making my life a nightmare. Either way, non-champion steps into the bush. 8-Bit's just got a Lion's Fang for the face of the Tracer, building up that Lion's Maw. 1 out of 25 stacks right now as we take a look into the bottom lane rotation. This is going to be father and son brawling out in said rotation. Good condemn from the Joanna. And we'll see Sylvanas with a little bit of poke damage as well. Meanwhile, in top lane, we do have a dive onto this Dahaka. Tom trying to body block. Dahaka trying to back away. Tracer just getting in there, trying to get as much sustained damage and building up that pulse bomb. Already at 75%. But there's no kill into Dahaka for top lane. Lunara waiting for the Tracer, but doesn't actually land any sort of damage onto her with that blink. These Nexus Division teams were so afraid of facing Baby on board that they all beat us and put us in 9th. Cowardly. Yeah, you know, yeah. You know, I often, too, am just so worried about my opponent that I often throw my Storm League games so that way they can take the points, because I just, you know, I'm so good that they need those points. We weren't afraid to lose to you. Oh, damn! Gloves are off. Fight, 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 fight! Hey, Be Crazy, what's up? That way we can get chat entertainment and in-game entertainment. Bottom lane looks like it's just going to be wave clear between both teams. Like, really nothing major in said bottom lane. I don't think we'll see a Sapper go into any of the gates. We do have Zagara getting some decent creep around the map right now, or at least in the lower half of the map, and I just want to see what her creep is providing for the team. Some decent vision within the rotation. We do actually have Tracer putting pressure onto Dahaka once again in the mid lane, but let's focus in on the bottom here for a second. And never mind, actually. I was going to say let's focus in on the bottom lane, but there's nothing to focus on. Right now, we have wave clear. We have a little bit of poke back and forth. First objective phase will be announced in the next 5 seconds. Until then, we hang out and we talk about food randomly. Really liked yours and Kyle's play this season. I don't want the NGS season to end, personally. I like casting all these teams. It's fun. I mean, there's, like, what is it? Heroes Lounge picks up very, very soon, so that's usually like the rotation that I go through. I'll do NGS, and then there's like a lull, like there's like a week or two where there's like no really games to be casted, and then I jump back into Heroes Lounge, or NGS, vice versa. Condemn from the Joanna, some slows with the Subdue from level 4 as she did hit 2 enemies, so that's that 80% slow, 8-Bit. Looked like there was like a charge into the Tracer, but she recalled. Blaze gets the left side. We have Dahaka sneaking the bottom. Now, will there be a contest over this top right side? Typically, it's just given because it's such a hard place to rotate into, seeing as how the enemy has a safe retreat distance or a safe retreat path. So it seems like the members of Boogans Forever will go ahead and take 8 damage, as this will be ProBUs ahead. Taunt onto the Tracer, onto the Sylvanas, my apologies. Tracer actually now coming in here. Gets the Pulse Bomb onto the Lunara. A lot of damage onto 8-Bit, who is trying to back away, but I don't think Varian is long for this world. Drag will connect from the Dahaka onto this Joanna, but it doesn't look like there's going to be much more after that. It's a lot of damage goes onto the Dahaka. He has to back away. Chastise from Anduin does connect. Lunara continuing to poke out and provide a lot of sustained damage, but no kill to be found from the side of ProBUs. Bingo tournament, though, that would actually be really fun. That would actually be... Hold on, where's my sticky notes? Oh no, where are my sticky notes? Let me write it down before I forget. Bingo tournament. Okay. I love Towers map. Seen so many clutch matches here. 36-0 leads blown. Please note, I've never just matched some saying. Oh yeah, no worries, Wildfire. Lot of like Towers of Doom is one of my favorite maps to cast as well. The turnaround potential is always very high, so I would agree with you. Yeah. Hey Jimmy, what's up, bud? Hey Baha in chat and Bandit in order of least of importance, least to most importance. Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, I got you, Wildfire. Sorry, yeah. I read it the way you said it, but I was like, oh, I know what they mean, yeah. 36-0 is a hard lead to lose, in fairness. You know? But it's a crazy map, Chess. It's anyone's game. The core could just randomly explode. No, I know, yeah, like, you have those games where it's like 30 to like 4 or whatever, and then like it comes down to a final boss. Absolutely, that is the pinnacle reason why I love this map so much. All right, is my tea cool enough to drink? I'm very, very thirsty. I'm almost out of water, that's why. All right, looks like towers to be traded. As I look outside and it's continuing to snow in April. Lunara does go down, another kill for Boogans forever. But it still is 28-32 in core HP. The members of ProBUs ahead so far. Tracer blinks forward. Looks like she's just going to be clearing out one of the creeps from Zagara, who continues to apply creep around the map. All right, while we're waiting for tents to come through, let's go ahead and cycle through some of the other numbers. No finished quest from anyone. We do have that bile drop talent for Zagara. I think that's one of the hardest questing talents to do. I always feel like the bile drop is just so hard because it's such a slow animation. You see the reticle on the ground. You have the animation still coming down from the sky. It just feels so easy to step out of. What a really good recall. There's gonna be some lurker strain value bopping a few of these enemies around. And non-champion, was this a great bait that actually ended up killing their own Joanna? Might have been. Either way, the kill goes over the side of ProBUs. They hit level 10 first. As this is looking like, where are we seeing the jump in experience? It's going to be from minions. Just minions. Yeah, just the minion experience. That's really where they're coming back ahead on the side of ProBUs. But not by much. Not by much. I'm just looking at the time dead and self-healing, all that good stuff as well. Anduin with like 18,000 healing, Rhaegar with just about 10. Is that right? That seems wrong, but that is right. Wow, the ProBUs offlaner picked such a good-looking skin. We should ban this guy. Anyways, next objective is up. Altar spawning in the center of our map. This should be a full 5v5 over this with heroics available on both sides, all off a cooldown. Varian goes in for the taunt, gets a nice Lion's Fang into a few of the enemies, building up that Lion's Maw level 1. A couple little Banelings out from Zagara does delay out non-champion. 8-Bit has another one of those Fangs, gets 2 more stacks. John Bunyan throwing in a few of those Banelings as well as the Roachlings coming in. Some scuffling over the bottom lane, but it's mostly to clear out the Sapper camp coming out from the side of ProBUs, as there is going to be a brush talk in from the Dahaka, but a Chastise from Anduin does slow down any advancements from said Dahaka. Irby gets a bite butt onto Tom, who does throw down the Oil Slick, has a little bit of that zone potential if he does ignite it, and there's the Flame Stream. Here comes 8-Bit with the taunt. Lunara coming in as well. Jet Propulsion from Blaze, bunker down from said Blaze as Tom is trying to get out. There's going to be a big Pulse Bomb onto the enemy. Ancestor Healing will be coming through as the Silence is going to be out as well. That will be Blaze to go down. The Wailing Arrow was that Silence, as I had mentioned. Non-champion very low. Lunara leaping in, but doesn't have a secondary strike. Not for the next 2 seconds. Joanna goes down. So does the Blaze. So does the Sylvanas. Anduin should fall on the left side of our screen. And that will be the center altar channeled by John Bunyan, and the camp. Actually, no camp available, not for another minute, so this will be the bottom lane fort to get converted. Death timers are low, but I think they've got a lot of good siege to the bottom lane. Hey, Iron Flare, how you doing, bud? What do I feel like Butts Bus is an adult movie company? I don't know. You tell me. Hey, Cal, what's up, bud? Ah, delicious tea. Okay, we're just peeking around the map right now. 24-32 in that core HP. And Dahaka's able to back away. He gets dropped a little bit in HP, but Not really that concerned as he does tap well, and he's nearly 75% once that heals over time. Blaze clearing out the bottom lane. Is there a play for boss right now? Dahaka autos, but no, there's not going to be a play for it. Zagara spreads more creep, and the rotations continue around the map. 13 talent here to the 13 talent here advantage to the side of ProBUs as they're looking to continue siege through the mid lane. Blaze is trying to clear out that bottom. Here comes 8-Bit. Blaze has a little bit of a distance to go. He does have the bunker available, doesn't pop it, gets the jet propulsion, and can back away as the camp will go over to the side of ProBUs. Meanwhile, in top lane, Boogans forever trying to find the consolation prize, as we do call that pretty much this top lane siege. If you're really losing hard in bottom, this is a good tactic to utilize to maybe just pull the enemy across the map, get them off your bottom lane, but now the fight will break out through top. No Blaze, keep that in mind. He's all the way on the bottom left of your screen, as that will be Anduin to go down. That's a Devouring Maw connecting onto the Joanna. Camp Bells on the left-hand side is zoned. Taunt is available, will go out onto the Tracer. She goes for the recall, but it's right where she was, and Dahaka gets the kill. Lunara stepping up. Rhaegar gets the bite, and that's Joanna to go down. Mass rotation is needed. Dahaka has the brush stock. I was just about to check, and he's already back into this. Blaze clearing out the fort. Sylvanas to maybe come help out, and this is also a boss. This is looking like 9 shots into the core of Boogans Forever. We're starting to hemorrhage quite a bit here in map 1 in our first best of 3 of the afternoon. Just chillin', slept in. Nice. Oh shoot, I forgot to send you the replay. Please remind me if I do not do it right after this game. I just want to make sure that I send that over to you. I know you said you're not in a big rush, but just that way I don't forget and you have it. Sure thing. Did everyone have a wonderful, absolutely normal Wednesday? I got Taco Bell last night and I watched Kung Pao and I had a great time. That was my evening. I had a great evening, honestly. It was nice and cozy, and I went to bed early.
Impressive.
Tiny Kitten, you just woke up? Damn. I can't sleep in this late. A normal Wednesday, what's that? Yeah, it was totally normal. 2 more shifts. I believe in you, Kel. Thanks for the lurk, I appreciate it. Dude, Kung Pao is such a good movie. Such a dumb movie, but such a good movie. I could A, dodge, and sweeping kick him, or B, take a claw to the face. Should've gone with A. Oh, 2 more shifts and then it's vacation. Hell yeah, dude. What is this normal you speak of? I mean, yesterday was an absolutely average normal Wednesday. Nothing of note. Dahaka just walks up, grabs the Sylvanas. There is going to be a leap of faith utilized. No 16. Light bomb onto Tracer, but there's really not a lot of follow-up damage because the Joanna was so low. She already falls. Camp Bells goes down as well. Lunar with the leaping strike just to get back to the good side, or at least to back away. But it doesn't seem like anyone on the side of ProBUs is concerned. They're going to go for the triple kill. Blaze will steal away one of the bell towers. Dahaka gets the brush stocks. That means the game does continue. If Dahaka had a faster brush stock into the top right, they could have actually contested all 3 of these bell towers. But I think this is ooh, Muffin. I don't know what you're gonna do right here. I don't think you make it out of that one alive. But either way, there should still be 12 shots into the enemy core. Boss is gonna be up in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Sap. Ooh, that's a great drag. Stagger death onto Blaze. Not what they want on the side of Boogans Forever. Again with the squeaky shoes. Yeah. Tell me if you see a Radio Shack. It's Friday for you? Nice. Speaking of Friday, we are going to be doing a variety day tomorrow morning. And then Saturday is Baja Ross. Jules will be DJing. Sunday is Heroes Rise Contender Series casting in the afternoon. We got a full week of casting. We got a big week of streams and stuff like that, so hope you're all excited. Well, I guess we have a big weekend of streams, I guess is the better way to put it. Regardless, Sappers and top lane could end. Boss, once again, 1 minute and 52 seconds away. Sappers and bottom can end as well, but those will already be cleared out. We have Rhaegar down for the next 35 seconds. Next objective phase is double altar. And a singular channel is needed for the side of ProBUs to win this, as Tom is trying to clear out the top lane. 3 Sappers, as I mentioned, could end through top. Lunara's coming up here to try and kill the Blaze as well. A little lurker strain from Dahaka. Blaze is just focusing on the wave. He doesn't care if he dies or not. He just wants to make sure he clears out the wave before he dies. Great utilization of the bunker to buy a split second longer. Tom should fall right here. And Varian goes down in the bottom lane, so that's a trade that I wasn't expecting. Altars are up. Conversion onto the bottom lane bell tower. They might have to give this. This might be that moment we were talking about at the start of the game. That turnaround moment. It's 3-29, but they can't do this. They can't go for this. Well, actually, could they? Blaze and Varian are down. The Haka is technically your main tank up against the Joanna. It's hard. They might be able to pull this off. John Bunyan looking to sneak into that bottom lane area. Lunara at the top of our screen. I'm going to pull away the talents and actually zoom out a little bit further so we can see this better. Light Bomb Tracer doesn't find anyone. Little fishing right there, if I do say so. 9 on the Blaze, 12 on the Varian. The center point to come through is active, is available. Irby with the channel gets about 60% and backs away. Lunara getting hit with the pulse bomb from Tracer, big condemn from the Joanna. Wailing arrow from Sylvanas does connect. Anduin with the desperate prayer coming through. The Haka sitting in the bush looking for a drag. Has the isolation, has the contagion. Looking for the enemy to group up a little bit here. Sao with the channel, Varian with the channel above. Someone has to stop them. Blaze comes down. That's the Ancestor healing. Farseer's blessing. Bottom lane gets channeled by the Joanna. So one singular altar remains. There's no more split in the fight. Everyone should be focused. But I say split in the fight. Look at Dahaka on the bottom of our screen, as well as the Lunara. Lunara's unsure. Do I fight? Do I back away? The fight works out. Lunara finds the double kill. Devouring Maw comes through. Tracer will recall. She still goes down. It's a bloodbath, but that's kind of the bloodbath ProBUs was looking for, as they find a solid team kill. And they'll take map number 1 in our best of 3 series. GG, well played. It's fucking snowing, chat. Why is it snowing outside? Why is it snowing? It's not supposed to do that. Isn't it snowboarding season? The mountain closes on Sunday. There's like a third of the mountain is open. So there's like, I don't know, like I would say there's like 20-ish chairs at Heavenly. There's like 3 chairs open. Still snowboarding season then? If you like snowboarding on piles of dirt, then yes, absolutely, yeah. Baja, it's 92 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona. I'll trade you weather. No, I'm good. I don't want Phoenix weather. No, thank you. I hate, like, the thing is, we had, like, 3 weeks of spring. We had 3 weeks of spring. And I was like, okay, like, I'm ready for spring. And now it's fucking snowing again. Like, I'm ready to transition seasons. That's the big thing. Also, I want to be able to go outside and do stuff. Dirtboard, like snowboarding is great, but not when it's like, it's just, when the mountain is that, like, consolidated, everyone's on those runs. And you also have to keep in mind that it may be skiing and snowboarding season, but the snow condition is shit. Like, you have snow that is freezing, unfreezing, freezing, unfreezing, freezing, unfreezing every single day and night. It becomes sheets of ice, or it becomes granular, like, salt. It's awful. It's not fun. So. Oh, it was 20 degrees over the weekend. Today it's 70 out. Yeah, but that's the Midwest. That's the Midwest. What rank is this? Nexus Division. That's what we call second winter, but there's also third winter. I'd be cool, but here's my biggest complaint. Here's my biggest complaint. I live in a ski town, obviously. I live in a ski town. I don't know what that means. Exclamation point NGS MMR. I live in a ski town, so I moved here for snowboarding, all that stuff. We had one snowstorm in December, and then we didn't get another snowstorm until April. So, like, all of the mountain snow had been pushed around or melted, and so there's no base. Like, there's no good base on the mountain. So, do I want to go ride? Yeah. Do I want to go ride and have to avoid rocks and sheets of ice and hundreds of other people on the 4 runs open? Not really. Not really at all. Storm is the highest rank in NGS. But technically Storm is a different division, and it's like a subset, like, division within NGS. Like, you have Heroic Division, Nexus Division, but it's like a separate tournament, I guess is the better way to say it. Not division, but it's like a separate tournament. Because all, like, Heroic through Division E are all best of 3s. Storm Division's all best of 5s. Actually? So it really depends on how you split it. Tournament-wise, like, in all of NGS, Storm is the highest. Tournament-wise, Heroic is the highest in this side of the tournament, if you will. Storm is a secret division. Yeah, it's a secret division, yeah. It's a secret division that everyone knows about. Also, I want it to be warm so I can go sit by the river with Bandit. I want to go to the beach with Bandit. I'm tired of being cooped up in my house. That's the other thing, too. I want these warm days so I can go sit in the sun. Hey, be crazy. I will do that after this game. After we're done with this series, I will do that. Where is Justing? How many messages do I have every single day? God damn. Where's Justing? There you are. Download. Iron Flare. Show in folder. Give. Send. Done. Easy. Deleted. Alright, let's get into our next map. Thank you, Be Crazy, for the pets as well. Okay. The players swap sides, I think. Did they? Did they? Yeah, they swap sides. Note to self, never cast either of these teams ever again. Never, ever should I ever cast these teams ever again. Yeah, Boogans is on the right, ProBUs is on the left. Okay, let me swap the team names. And then we'll cast. How dare they? Yep. It's the last time I'm ever gonna cast your teams. You big jerks. Look at all this work you're making me do. I hate it. Where's my home button? Wait, am I an idiot? Yes, I am not. Yes, I'm not. I am incorrect in this though. It's ProBUs 1 map 1 if I'm not mistaken. So ProBUs on the left will have game 1. There's a free agent channel in the NGS Discord. There's also a free agent combine before every season if you're looking for a team. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and jump into another game. I'm just gonna double check one last thing before we get into this, and then we will get into said game. So that's yes, okay, cool, done, awesome, fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's get into a game. Oh, I wasn't tabbed in. There we go. Let's get into a game.
Heroes, prepare for combat.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Gaming Series, Nexus Division matchup of ProBUs versus Boogans Forever. This is a tournament matchup in the playoffs. We can take a look at the bracket after we finish up this best of 3. This could be a 2-0. It could be a game that takes us to a map number 3. And let's introduce these teams. On the left-hand side, we have ProBUs with 8-Bit on the Varian, Irby on the Rhaegar, John Bunyan on the Deathwing, Quark on the Dahaka, and Muffin on the Tychus. Over on the side of Boogans, trying to take us to a map number 3, we got Camp on the Greymane, Non-Champion on the Medivh, Sal on the Diablo, Thundercats on the Stukov, Tom on the Joanna. Let's go ahead and check out the level 1s and see what our first engagement will be looking like. Drag from Dahaka won't connect this time. A little bit of a Deathwing Stomp. Diablo goes in with the Shadow Charge onto Tychus, and doesn't seem like Tychus is much really threatened. As we take a look at the solo lane matchup, I was curious as to what we were going to see. It's going to be a Joanna versus a Dahaka. Joanna versus Dahaka in the solo lane, I actually don't know who kind of wins this. I feel like Dahaka slowly beats out the Joanna, especially with the scaling in the late game. Oh no, that's going to be Iron Skin already popped. Is there any sort of sustained damage? Is there any minigun? Oh no. No. All right. Little spray and pray and little back off. Overkill? It's overkill, right? It's overkill. Spray and pray is a talent that you can take for overkill. Diablo looking to invade over here with the portal of Medivh. They still have the Deathwing kind of just backing off a little bit. And he's just positioning a little bit better. 8-bit on that very end. Does have 5 stacks on the level 1 Lion's Maw. Camp on the right to be grabbed. So we're just looking around the map and seeing that it's just pretty standard at the start. Nothing really super aggressive. No kills just yet to be had, but some invades here and there. Medivh, 6 stacks out of the 40 on that baseline. As always, we like to note for anyone that might be new, might be swinging into the stream, might not know. Medivh's baseline is a quest that if you die before finishing it, you will lose all your stacks. Not a couple like Wizened Duelist or Redemption from Hanzo and Greymane. It's more like Convection Kael'thas. If you don't finish your stacks and you die, you lose them all. As they say, if you don't finish it, you lose it. I also want to point out it is absolute bullshit that Medivh can pick up experience in bird form. I feel like that would be a real nice change from Medivh if he just could not pick up experience in bird form, you know? Or regeneration globes. What's this dying on Medivh? Just talking about the stacks for anyone that might be new to Arcane Rift or anything like that. We try and keep the stream as educational as we possibly can. I'm sure a lot of you are like, yes, Bahamut, we know how it works, but you know, you never know. There might be that one person that pops in the stream like, I don't know that. Now I know. Thank you. We do our best to educate. Speaking up into the top lane, Dahaka clearing things out. We have the Dragon Knight available as the Moon and Sunshine will be over to the side of Boogans forever. Looks like that was Tom trying to get the channel really quickly, not able to do so as Varian does get the interrupt, and Dahaka has the channel on top. So that the Sunshine will be over to the side of ProBUs. Overpower, no Shadow Charge. Silence from the lurking arm of Stukov into the fort front gate. Little low blow as well for that higher percent base damage on enemy heroes that are below 50%. This used to be 125% more damage, but it got nerfed down to 100, which, hey, seems like it still is a plausible pickup. Oh man, we did Justin and I recorded a video today, and I can't wait for you all to see it. I think it comes out tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have to talk to Warak. If not, it'll come out early next week. But that's a great Molten Flame. Medivh losing those stacks, as I had mentioned. Arcane Rift set to 0. Diablo goes down. Not enough souls to buy back in. And so he will be dead with Medivh for the next 10 to 13 seconds. Educate me, Baha. No gambas. I didn't feel like doing any gambles this game. This series. I just, I wanted to enjoy it. We'll be casting other games, so we'll do some gambles for the other games we cast today. But for this series, we're just enjoying it. What can I educate you on? On Dragonshire and many maps that have Siege Giants, you want to grab the Siege Giants at the 1 minute mark immediately when they spawn. It has if I'm not mistaken, it's a 3-minute cooldown on the camp, but as long as you're constantly grabbing that off a cooldown, it's great experience, and it's also a great way to apply pressure through the bottom lane consistently. Bottom lane on Dragonshire is the most optimal lane to constantly push on either side. The reason being is there's the 2 Siege Giant camps, so you can steal the enemies, or you can grab your own and siege in, but you also have the Bruiser camp on the bottom. You have a possibility of 3 camps to push in through the bottom lane. So if you are sieging, bottom lane is your best priority. Your least prioritized lane on Dragonshire should always be top, as that is the most difficult lane to disengage from while you're pushing. There's a reason we call this the death bridge, because basically it is a funnel that allows the enemy to really just annihilate you. So typically, top lane, least prioritized, mid lane, medium priority, bottom lane, highest priority. There's your edumacation. Now, that is not also to say, though, taking down the fort in top lane is beneficial. You get the periodic catapult pressure. It also makes the solo laner's life a little bit more difficult because there's no well available if you take down the fort. So, fort priority is high in top lane as well as in bottom, but bottom is your most key lane on Dragonshire. As Tychus actually goes down, Diablo is just living through all of this somehow, some way. He does have this Feast on Fear build. He's got the level 1 from the stunning with the Shadow Charge and Overpower healing. He's got the Life Leech as well for the auto attack damage. And then he's got Diabolical Momentum for the cooldown reduction, which is going to synergize well with Feast on Fear as well as Life Leech. Auto attacks giving cooldowns, abilities giving HP over healing, excuse me. Man, it is coming down outside. It's that pretty snow. Okay, here we go. This is going to be another fight over the camp on the left-hand side. As I had mentioned, these camps are pretty prioritized on Dragonshire. 8-bit, a little too far forward goes down. Diablo does finish out his souls, and you're going to see a secondary soul achievement right there, and that's because Diablo hit level 10. There was a change on a patch a little bit ago where Diablo, when he dies, post level 10, only consumes 75 out of the 100 souls, but you will still have to have 100 souls for that to activate. You can't have 75 and it just consumes 775. You gotta be at the 100 mark. Portal out from Diablo as we have the 10s up on both sides. Pretty standard heroics, except for we are gonna be see Draken Laser Drill from the Tychus. Not bad by any means. A little bit more on the unconventional side. There we go. I kept wanting to say uncontroversial side, and I'm like, that's not right. But it's a good zoning tool, and on the bottom lane, we typically do have long fights around these zoned areas, so hey, why not grab a heroic that zones out the enemy quite well. Commandeer Odin does very well for that as well, but it seems just like this is going to be the playstyle of our Tychus, so just wanted to note that really quickly while we are cycling through some of the other numbers as well. What is your name? What is your quest? God, Monty Python is so good. That's another one that I should rewatch. There comes the Draken Laser Drill over this extended fight in the top lane. Taunt from the Varian. There's going to be a slow onto this Stukov, who does get the portal away. There's going to be a Leyline Seal from the Medivh lurking arm around that top lane area. Dahaka's back on that point. John Bunyan's maybe going to go for the Dragonite. Muffin and the team, they're in position for this, but there's no one dead. Tychus with the overkill just to clear out the wave really quickly. Portal from Medivh gets Diablo on the far side for a potential flank, but they all click back through the portal. And you are hearing that kind of... You're hearing a bird constantly. That's that level 4 from Medivh, the Raven Familiar. Buffin is going to get interrupted by camp. No one on the Sun or Moon Shrine, so if this fight goes the way of ProBUs, they could grab Dragonite, and a couple kills would be massive as well. Oh no, camp isn't able to get into the portal. Dahaka has the chase, the Dark Swarm gets the kill. Tychus actually is the one to get the kill with a grenade, it looks like. There's a taunt from Varian. Lion's Maw is done from level 1. Muffin gets the channel. Dragonite to the side of ProBUs. Not bad momentum from ProBUs here. They're doing a fantastic job here on map number 2. Keeping the enemy kind of pushed back, locked down. Curious. Okay, Medivh's only died once. He's only at 15 stacks. Okay. I want to say he was around 15 to 20 stacks when he died last time, as he's going to be trying to build out a few more off this Dragonite that typically doesn't really pay attention too much to what people are stacking off, because you can stack off the Dragonite. You cannot use Cursed Bullet on the Dragonite, but you can stack. So Zul'jin can stack. God, I'm just trying to think. Like Raynor can stack. Anything that can stack off of an enemy hero can stack off the Dragonite. But as we had discussed many times before, Curse Bullet does not affect vehicles. Dragonite is a vehicle, much like the Triglav Protector or the old Garden Terror objective phase. Tychus, he's gonna have a dash out and some decent value from the objective here. Top lane does have a wave coming through. Dahaka doing great, double soak during all of this. Yes, Medivh can stack, yeah. But like, you can't do 35% of the Dragonite's health. That was a conversation we had in this stream once, and someone was like, I don't believe you. And we were all like, it says it in the tooltip, they're like, I don't believe you. It's like, what do you want from us? What do you want from us? I'm gonna go into try mode and try it. Okay, good luck. Bye-bye. Could you imagine this entire time we've been lied to? It says that it doesn't affect vehicles. Not a single person ever tried it. And then there's one day when someone just throws an R onto the Dragon Net and they're like, that'd be kind of crazy. Anyways, Medivh still trying to build out stacks 24 right now. The Leyline Seal will be utilized as we do have a portal in the backline area, but look at that Diablo. He's so very low, does go down, and he will consume some souls. You are going to see that little mark next to his name on the left side of our screen that does imply that he used souls. You'll hear his laugh in the background from time to time, but you also notice that he's already making his way back from the Hall of Storm, and Quark is trying to back away. Actually, Quark is maybe looking for a drag here, looking to see Dahaka did not go into the cooldown on drag as they land the isolation onto the Joanna. Burrow into the ground for a second. Here comes Muffin in the back line with just consistent damage, but oh no, Dahaka dies to the Medivh. Here comes Diablo, falling sword from Tom as well. A bit of a chaotic fight right now, but it's looking good to the side of Boogans Forever, who are looking to chase in further and make something bigger happen here. Massive bellowing roar. That might have been what saves Earby, Muffin, and John Bunyan. And Medivh finishes stacks. So, 6 stacks on the Dahaka right now, so he's currently moving at, what is it, 132% movement speed, so he's a little bit faster than mount speed right now. You get 2% per stack, and his baseline is 120. Dragonite will be, or at least the Sunshine channeled over to the side of ProBUs. Boogans Forever will hold bottom and will continue to push through bottom. This is what I was talking about with bottom lane being such a priority. Grabbing this camp, getting some extra siege. Diablo doing that Diablo thing, but is a little too far forward here. Might have gotten caught out. The Leyline Seal doesn't save enough, and that Tychus just shreds right through the Diablo. That is something that like, earlier today, Justin and I were talking about this. It was when you play Diablo, like, you want to be in that bush. You want to be kind of anchoring and ready to go, but it just, unfortunately, that was just a little too aggressive. Medivh does fall, but he's already finished his stack, so he's not going to be losing them anytime soon. Tom to clear things out in top lane, looking to go for the Sunshine, as it looks like the Deathwing is in bottom, and so that'll be a conversion onto the Sunshine just as they go for the channel. But now Joanna, maybe she's far forward. Nah, she's able to mount up and get away before any sort of collapse happens. But no, the collapse is still happening in the top lane underneath the tower. Campbell's is maybe the target. It seems like Varian's just wiggling his way right to the Greymane, but they don't actually land any sort of significant damage. The Falling Sword was pulled out. There's the Draken Laser Drill for some sustained damage on the fort while the mini wave comes through. Top lane fort to fall. Mid lane should be a Dragonite. Unless Joanna can get a shield glare in time, she should. We have that Earth Grasp totem from level 16 from the Rhaegar. That's if you're wondering why everyone started moving really slow. It's this right here, that 90% slow. Big landing from the Deathwing as the fight breaks out once again through the mid lane. 16's up on both sides when it comes to talents. We do have a taunt from the Varian going out onto somebody who will be protected by the Medivh. That was the Joanna portal set up for from the Medivh, a short distance one, as they're looking to chase onto the Dahaka, who is just going to try and speed his way out of all of this. Does he have a burrow? Nah, he doesn't, but Tom is going to go down to the Varian. Here comes the Cataclysm of Deathwing trying to chase in, and that's a nice Earth Shatter from Deathwing. Actually, I don't think anyone got caught by that. Do we have Conflagration? Yes, we do. So we're going to see that kind of explosion around Diablo a few times. As he goes back through the portal, gets hit with the Conflagration, and Tychus has the channel. Let's see what happens with this Dragonite. Let's look and see also what the Dragonite does damage-wise. Into structures, this Dragonite is dealing 693 damage, half that into everything else. All right. I think I have time to drink tea. I think I have a few seconds to drink some tea. Dragonite clears out the bottom lane keep front gate. We have Joanna back up in a second or two. Dahaka up in 3 seconds. Checking really quickly to see. He's got Brush Talk off a cooldown, so he can Brush Talk in from the core if he needs to, but it doesn't seem like that'll be the case. The Dragonite is 35 seconds left. It's got about 29% of its HP, so they're going to make a quick rotation through the lanes. This also will grab some really fast experience for the side of ProBUs to push them into that level 20 a little bit faster. John Bunyan, scouted out by the Medivh, sees the Joanna. And this Dragonite just backing away safely. Nice Earth Shatter from John Bunyan as well. Molten Flames being thrown out. Actually, I think these are Flame Breaths from the Dragonite. Molten Flame is the John Bunyan ability. What kind of tea am I drinking? I am having, it's black tea and it's English tea time. English tea time black tea. It's delicious. A little bit of sugar. Just a little bit of sugar in there. Makes it taste like Fruit Loops. I don't know why, but I'm not the only one who said that. Delicious. Oh, wait, hold on. Leyline Seal. There's going to be an isolation onto Medivh. The camp is going to be left. John Bunyan back into the mix. First bullet goes out, and I think that's the end of that engagement. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of the end of that. It's actually, maybe we see a re-engagement around the camp over here on the left-hand side. English breakfast? No, it's English tea time. I swear it says that on the box. Leyline Seal goes out, does steal away the camp. Medivh does have that Temporal Flux at level 16, which gives massive cooldown reduction. Keep an eye on Medivh's cooldown as he's throwing out the Arcane Rifts and the auto attacks onto enemy heroes. And you'll see that number quickly go down. But I mean, we're actually seeing a lot of members of Boogans Forever HP bars go down. Diablo goes down. Once again, you can see right here, that symbol, that means that Diablo is respawning from his Black Soulstone. You can also see that he did just lose 75 souls right there. Interesting. I'm like 99% sure it's called English Breakfast. I can check after this game. I just ordered like a bunch more boxes of it, so I can easily check my my Amazon. I swear it's called English Breakfast. Or not English Breakfast, English Tea Time. I don't remember. Earl Grey. I love Early Grey. Auto attacks from Temporal Flux don't need to hit heroes to give CDR. Oh, you're right. You're right. It's just onto minions, isn't it? Basic attacks reduce Medivh cooldown by 3 seconds. 3%, excuse me. Each enemy hero hit by Arcane Rift reduces Medivh heroic ability by 9 seconds. You are correct. Sorry. I, for some reason, thought they were both, but it is only just the Arcane Rift. Well, Arcane Rift for the 9% onto heroes. Everything else is autos. For 3%. And it's 3% of 80 seconds, so I don't know. You do the math, chat. English Breakfast totally tastes like unsweetened Fruit Loops. Oh. So does Earl Grey, though. Earl Grey and this are like exactly the same to me. I don't know why, but Earl Grey just like, it makes my stomach hurt randomly. I don't know why. I really don't. So I stopped drinking Earl Grey. And then I found this one and it doesn't make my stomach hurt that much. So we're going to keep drinking this one. Bottom lane held by the Deathwing. Looks like the top lane. I thought Dahaka was going to go for this, but he just kind of zooms right past it. Meanwhile, in mid area, we have everyone kind of floating around, waiting. And so here's the big thing. Here's the big thing. Is it 3% of 80, or is it 3% of the current timer? I would assume it's 3% of 80. I'm assuming it's 3% of 80. 3% or 9% of the current timer would be busted. And Dahaka finishes out his level 1. Dragonite does go over to the side of ProBUs. Pull away the talents as we have a lot happening here. Actually, everything is just kind of zooming in right there as that is Dahaka to go down. Big Leyline Seal with the Medivh cheats to go through everyone. Apocalypse, a little mistimed. Apocalypse utilized a little bit late there, but that is also in consideration that the Medivh cheats adds a second of CC time to the Leyline Seal. Look at Medivh's cooldown already. He's already down to 20 seconds. It's of 80, yeah. Current timer would be. That's what I thought. Yeah, I had the thought. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. But yeah, Leyline Seal or the Medivh cheats increase the duration of time stop by 33%. Actually, it's not a second. Actually, it's 33% of 4 seconds. I'm gonna need chat's help on that one if I'm not mistaken. Diablo going in, Ancestor Healer, Farseer's Blessing getting the second proc, so the Rhaegar's back to full HP after dropping down quite a few times. Leyline Seal once again connecting onto 2. We have the Varian Split. So it's a 5.33 second stun. Man, chat coming through with just the correct math. Thank you so much, chat. Y'all are so smart, not using calculators or anything. As some of you close your calculators. Some, not all. Some, not all. Not saying all of you. Leyline Seal again will go out. Medivh cheats, is going to be connecting onto 3. Falling Sword, Lurking Arm, Bellowing Roar. A lot being used right now from both sides. Diablo finishes out his souls. He goes in onto 8-bit. Cataclysm from Deathwing across the battleground, trying to get some of that just damage so that they have a way to back away here. But it seems like that's really not the concern. They want to keep going and fighting on both sides. It was like, oh, a little bit of a back away here. Nah, we're going back into the Diablo. He did finish out his souls, so he's going to be able to respawn in 2 seconds. Camp Bell's so very low. Medivh throws out another Leyline Seal. Varian not able to sidestep the cheating aspect of it. Do you have evidence to support these claims? Well, you just gave me all of the evidence I need. Instead of saying, I'm a genius, you just told me everything I need to know. Diablo trying to go in onto, oh my god, onto the Dahaka, who pops all of his essence immediately. Curse Bullet from the Greymane. There's the Falling Sword from Joanna. Protection from the Varian from his level 10 shield wall. Tower shots onto Joanna to reduce her armor a little bit. Conflagration onto a few enemies over the far side of the walls. Diablo goes in deep. Sao taking a lot of damage, and also that damage is increased because the armor reduction from the fort in mid lane. Camp Bells and Diablo go down. That's going to be a double kill. Diablo down for the full duration this time. And the portal, oh no, Thundercats is stuck between a portal and in a bad spot as Thundercats is going to get stunned. And that's it, because they don't want to keep chasing Thundercats. They want to end the game. There's 2 dead with some significant timers. Greymane and Diablo being significant heroes that are actually dead as well. And it's just a Stukov, Joanna, Medivh as defense. Tychus to go onto core. Does he have Draken Laser Drill? He does. He can throw that onto core as well for the increased damage and race potential. This is looking like it should be game over to the side of ProBUs, but we're not going to count the members of Boogans Forever out just yet. Maybe we see a big play, maybe something big. Leyline Seal, oh no, Medivh is split, non-champion getting chased by Muffin. That's that overkill, finds the kill, and that definitely will solidify game number 2 over the side of ProBUs. They take the series 2-1. They knock Boogans Forever out of the playoffs. GG, thanks for casting our match. My pleasure. Thanks for playing the game. Good luck in your future games.